She's like this coming at you.
Yeah, like, the fuck, is she throwing her shoulder at me? From one GWOAT to another GWOAT. Greatest white boy of all time. Caleb Plant.
Feint to the body and then come up. Bow! Left hook to the fucking dome and then fucking buried him to the dirt like a savage. Like,
hey, man, my takeaways from this weekend of fighting, was it was a great fucking weekend of fighting. This is
I got a problem with being problematic. Get the light beam on me, ready for electrostatic. Don't you step into this box if you're not batting. Then my gang got tools, you can call them boy crap, man. This gang got rules, man. You better watch your passes, this ain't not new.
What's going on, you boys? Welcome to Totally Blitz Podcast. This is the motherfucking Fight Club. Today we're recapping all the boxing events from over the weekend. Wilder, Helenius, Haney, Kambosos, too, Shields, Marshall, and all that funness. Before we get into it, go down, like and subscribe. And as always, these are the hosts for this episode. I'm Paul, Pick and Win 'em Contra, and I'm joined with...
What's going on, boys? It's your boy PT Prime Time, man. You already know, man. Shit was a stat weekend, man. I was hyped for these fights and this shit. All day, right? Starting at like 2:00.
Yeah, with the ladies first, get that out of the way.
Ladies first, man. Yeah, starting from 2:00 all the way to fucking 11. That shit was a great weekend of fights, man.
Went all around the world at fights in America, fights in the UK, fights in Australia.
That shit is crazy.
But shit,
let's jump into the females, man.
Yeah, I was going to say ladies first. We already kind of said that. We kind of got to go that way. We start with I guess the more controversial of the two. Mikaela Mayer losing the belts to Alicia Baumgardner. Me and you both were on Mayer, but you did say right up to before that fight started that you felt it. You felt the Baumgardner train coming.
You know what it was, bro? What made me text that before, and I think you replied to me saying like, "Damn, after like 2 rounds or some shit." Like, but it wasn't really about the fight, bro. I was just looking at her like body language, the way her ring walk was, like just like kind of like how what she was carrying with. I was like, bro, she looked like she on a mission, no cap. And then obviously she came out strong and kind of like helped me prove my point. But yeah, and I picked Mayer to win the fight. But shit, man, Baumgardner came with it, especially in those like first 3 rounds. Mayer was starting off slow. She wasn't really picking shit up. I didn't think Mayer really picked up anything until like the middle rounds, to like the later rounds.
The first like 8 rounds, I think, were clear as day. Like the first 3 or 4 going Baumgardner, and then from 4 to 8, all Mayer. And then those last 4 rounds were really like a toss up. I thought Mayer won those last rounds. Mayer said that even herself, you saw how pissed off she was.
Isn't it only 10 rounds?
Or 10 rounds? Yeah, my bad.
But I know what you mean. Like the middle chunk was Mayer, and then like those last 2 rounds was kind of like a toss up almost, or last 3 rounds.
And Baumgardner, she kept it competitive in those last 2 rounds. But I just thought Mayer was the one landing better shots. But I can't say she was robbed. Like it wasn't like a complete one-sided fight where you had a clear winner. So like. You shut that noise down, but I don't know. I thought it was kind of pussy of Baumgardner to then just be like, no rematch. I'm gonna go fight Choi next. You undisputed. Yeah. That I was like, what?
Yeah, that shit bad. It's also because Homegirl fucking ran the ring after, but shit, that's her too. You lose your belts, you don't want to be in that bitch, but. I don't know, man. Like watching the fight, I thought it was low-key gonna be more of like I don't want to say bloodbath because obviously it wasn't gonna be that, but I thought it was gonna be a little bit more
passionate.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, more.
Yeah, I feel like. Yeah, man. I mean, I still enjoyed the fight. It wasn't like I thought it was gonna be from the build-up and like the clips that I was watching leading up to the fight. Yeah, all the talking. I thought that shit was gonna be like a brawl type. Like, damn. Like Serrano and
Taylor.
Fucking yeah. Like I thought it was a little gonna be on like that kind of route, but it was still a good fight. Baumgardner did her work, and pussy ass shit for not saying that the rematch. Because I mean, either way, she's probably gonna have to fight Mayer again, bro. Like if you look at it, bro, like how many women are in this division? How many women in general? No disrespect, like come on, bro. Like there can't be that many real competition out there.
And you can't keep Mayer away from the belts. Like, she was just unified. Like, she had the Ring Magazine belt.
She was, besides Clarissa Shields, she was also the face of like that top ranked women's boxing. Like Top Rank's been pushing her, so like they're gonna give her that belt opportunity again for sure.
Then we had some other ladies on the card. We had the main event, the GWOAT, doing her thing, taking care of business all the way over to the UK. Didn't matter. Beating Savannah Marshall in a unanimous decision in which I thought was completely one side. I think Marshall showed some life second half and started tagging her with some heavy shots, but Shields just ran away with it, in my opinion. The funnest thing to me was when Marshall kept like using her weight and just dragging her ass all around the ring. Just like, get over it. I know it was frustrating her, but that shit was. I was like, damn, is that legal? Like, you just out to just drag this bitch?
Fucking dragging her ass, man. I feel like it was a clean sweep, but the only thing that probably what made it not a clean sweep was when Shields was probably on the ropes and like fighting off like her back foot a little, but like, and then being away, that the crowd kind of like they're gonna cheer for whatever the fuck they say. Yeah, like that shit could land on the shoulder, and the fans is gonna cheer. So I feel like maybe Shields having her on the rope or like her back to the ropes a couple times in the round, that could have probably made it. But shit, I thought it was a dominating performance by Shields. I thought she did her thing. Maybe you could say it was her best performance. I haven't really seen her do like that good in the ring, so I don't even know what's next for real for Shields, bro. Like I feel like
3-time undisputed. Only person history of boxing.
And you just revenged your only loss in boxing. Amateur, professional, whatever. Like whatever you want to say, bro. Like you just revenged your only L. You don't have no other L's in any other type of way, bro. You only lost one time and you revenged it. So like, bro, that shit's crazy. She a GWOAT.
And definitely.
And I fuck with the insurance too. Shout out Apollo Creed with the trunks she had on.
That was hard. I thought, and doing that shit for America over there, and I know them Brits are fucking hating every second of that shit.
What? And then she started dancing on their ass. Yeah,
Marshall's ass. I never really seen. I just seen clips and stuff. I don't know. So this is my first fight. I don't know for sure if this is her true fine style. But that shoulder out, like a little fucking awkward.
Bro, she has the most awkward style of all time.
She's a drunk fucking pirate with that fucking, the way she walks up.
You know what I found out? I think I don't know if it's the head trainer, but one of the trainers in her camp is a Fury.
Yeah, Peter Fury. I think he's the head trainer.
Oh, see, bro, that's why her ass looks so fucking awkward. She got a little fucking Tyson Fury in her ass, bro. That shit just look weird.
It's complete opposite personality, though.
She's like this coming at you.
Yeah, like, what the fuck? Is she throwing her shoulder at me?
That shit funny as fuck you said that.
Nah, but hey, from one GWOAT to another GWOAT, greatest white boy of all time, Caleb Plant defeating Anthony Dirrell. I mean, sheesh.
That boy. Put him in the hands, Plant, baby. You know, it's crazy. I don't know. I had to watch the old episode from last year. I don't know if I was talking shit about Plant's power.
We definitely was. We was. Last episode, me and you was tag team and Plant.
Yeah, so I usually do that. Sweet hands. Yeah, I think I kept emphasizing that part, sweet hands. So, I mean, hey, man, that boy did it. That shit was getting feisty though, bro. I feel like Plant had to sit down on some punching them. And then fucking Ant, bro, like he's been knocked out already. Like he's getting towards the end of his road. His chin isn't gonna be the same. So I mean, it was kind of set up perfect for Plant. I was not expecting a knockout like that. That could contend for knockout of the year, bro. I would have to look at the list for real, but off the top of my dome, that's definitely up there.
Man, that counter left fucking hook that there's this.
Yeah, boy, faint to the body and then come up. Bow! Oh. Left hook to the fucking dome and then fucking buried him to the dirt like a savage. Like some
the ref trying to keep it. Stop it, Plant. You killed him already.
Still did it. I mean, hey,
He said, "Hey, don't get buried with him, ref. Get out of the way."
These boys are fighting for their families in that ring, man. They ain't no type of love lost. Like shit, it is what it is, man. And they was wrestling in that ranch. Like that shit was a dirty fight.
No, it definitely was super dirty in the clinch and getting feisty. No love lost. I just love how Dirrell was afterwards saying like, "Man, I ain't never lose no white boy. Y'all go find that clip. I'll pay anyone who finds that clip $10,000. And if someone posted the clip with that clip, it was like, you owe a lot of people $10,000.
Yeah.
They have it for it. And like, but Caleb Plant, I mean, I don't know what's going on with the Benavidez. I know it's boxing, so I know I'm pro Benavidez, but that's the fight that needs to be made. Go make it. Benavidez is fighting some like Jose, Caleb Plant's old leftovers, and that's
saying something.
Yeah, and Plant fighting Benavidez leftovers with Dirrell. So it's just stop fighting leftovers. It's time for the main course. Let's start cooking.
There's only so many like top level guys in that division. Like you guys are gonna run out of people to be like you guys have to fight each other.
I think Boo Boo said that he would fight Plant coming up, like because he's coming up to the weight class now.
I also been seeing maybe Charlo. That would be an interesting fight. Charlo versus Plant.
Isn't Charlo coming off? Didn't he fight his last fight because some injury? I don't know. He got injured?
I think so. Yeah, I think so.
We'll see. I mean, maybe Benavidez is taking this fight because isn't that in like January, December or something? Like he takes that fight to set up the 2023 Plant Benavidez. Like that's to keep.
No. Oh yeah, 2020. I thought you were gonna say like it could be 2024, bro. On the way they going.
No lie. But hey, from one, you said this might be KO of the year. It's up there, but also I would say I think the main event was almost KO of the year. Three punches is all you needed, bro. Wilder took care of business.
Bro, that shit sound like some cartoon video game bullshit, bro. 3 punches and you're out of there. I'm pretty, bro. Wilder.
That's a record. I think it said for, least amount of punches thrown for KO ever,
bro. And that's what someone named Mike Tyson in this sport. But man, I bet you his easiest workout of that camp, like his easiest day in camp, was harder than that fucking fight, bro. That shit is crazy to me, man. Wilder just keeps on doing it, man. That shit, I don't know how he does that shit, bro. Hey, that right hand different.
You know what's crazy to me? Is Wilder walked out to his own fucking music and the commentators were trying to act like that shit was bumping. They like going out to his own music. I was like, oh, for real? Let me get a listen to it. They had this man on who told Wilder that auto-tune would be good for him? Like who was in the booth and was like, yeah, Wilder, that's what you need.
And then his fit. The boy always come out with the fits.
Oh, he did come out in the fit. And Helenius, I think we were saying he should have been retired. And then now after this punch, he's like, yeah, I'm retiring. This is
bro, that shit was like, bro, he didn't even get no power on that right hand, man. The boy did like a half step. His arms was like this. Like, that shit, bro. That shit, it makes no sense how that boy got any type of power. He was backing up. He probably wasn't even trying to throw a right hand, like, with no pop, bro. I feel like he was just in a corner and he was moving to his right and he just kind of like stuck it out there. And that shit just hit the button, bro. I'm like, what the fuck is this, dog?
Hey, this was a showcase fight. This was to get people. I kept calling him fucking Walmart Tyson Fury for a reason. They just wanted to get someone who was big and white and from Europe region and to be like, oh shit, Wilder's back. Oh, we need that Fury fight. Oh yeah.
Yeah, because we haven't seen Wilder since fucking like a couple of years now. Like that Wilder, we haven't seen it in a while. So it was pretty cool, I guess, seeing that. So I mean,
well, we'll get to see it again soon. That they got the title eliminator of Andy Ruiz.
Mandatory for the WBC, but the problem with that is, does Wilder even want to face Fury? Like, is that even an option on Fury or on Wilder's plate? Like, does he even want to go down that road? I know he would fight Andy Ruiz. That ain't the question. But to be the mandatory for that WBC again, I don't know, man.
Hey, I think he takes all because it's gonna be a high-paying fight, and if he wants to right that loss, but I don't. His camp was saying that he'll fight Ruiz because that's gonna be the mandatory challenger fight. But Joe Joyce is a lot tougher opponent. Joe Joyce is a lot like he was hyping up Joe Joyce, and made me kind of get the feeling of, oh, are they trying to sell maybe a Joe Joyce fight coming up?
Yeah, Joe Joyce has been catching a little bit more stink, and he got that like a little slicker to him. So like I feel like maybe he could give someone like Wilder some problems, but I
it'll be a test for Wilder's chin at this age. Like,
yeah, I think that's actually a good fight for Wilder for real.
He's not ducking no names. He's calling big names out in the division. Like after this fight. Now it's time to fly to Melbourne, Australia. And we're gonna talk this Haney Kambosos 2, where it was we said it, me said it, you said it, Cass, rinse and repeat. This is exactly what it was. Rinse and fucking repeat. Even worse, I think, even this time, maybe.
I say worse. I don't know, because I'm gonna say this one thing. Even though I was rapping in the group chat about Devin Haney and Teofimo, but
he was.
I was, but I'm still Teo guy. He's gonna come back. This was Devin Haney's best performance up to date, I think. This is better than his what was his? I'm tripping. Kambosos. Like this is like you can see that boy is growing, man, and like he doesn't got the power, but what did he show in this fight? He could pop your ass with that right hand still, and it was giving around. Kambosos was just eating right hands all day. So like I like that aspect of Haney. He's not gonna knock anyone out with one punch though, probably ever in his career. Never.
This fight I think is better performance because he showed leveling up to the point of like Kambosos came out in that first round, head moving, not getting touched really, and Haney didn't know what to do at first. But it comes second round, he's already figured out. And I think Kambosos, it was a dual-edged sword because that head movement and fast feet was gone come the third round. His ass was tired out. I think he couldn't keep that.
Yeah, bro, that boy was he was like bouncing around, throwing southpaw punches, throwing switching right
stances.
It was all over the place, man. Like, and that shit wasn't working for Haney. That boy was just popping his ass with right hands, and you gonna eat this jab.
I give it to him though. He threw the whole kitchen sink at him. He said, "I'm gonna go down. I'm gonna throw everything I got at him, the whole arsenal, everything in the fucking book, and none of it fucking worked."
They both I think ended up with cuts, but man, Haney, man, you gotta applaud Haney for doing what he did. Go and take the fight with Kambosos after he beat Teofimo. You go to Melbourne, his home country, beat him in his home country, come back, you go back for the rematch, beat him again in his home country, both clean sweeps. Like, that's something, bro. Like, and he's on 23 divisions deep. I feel like back like 2-3 years ago when like Devin Haney was like getting popular and stuff to the boxing world, that boy just kept talking about what he was gonna do, or like, you know what I'm saying, like these Twitter guys and shit like that. Now that boy really doing that shit, bro.
It's like, but he actually did it.
Yeah, and like that boy's doing it. Yeah, he's just gonna get better from here, honestly. And like, I don't think his power will, but I think he's gonna get better. Like his fights, got his style. He's an all-around fighter, honestly. And like his team with him, bro. Like
they're not ducking nobody. They said bring Loma.
Greatness. Yeah, he wants Loma. I think it was more about Twitter hyping up. He's moving up to 140. I think he's still gonna stay at 135 for a couple.
He looked drained as shit, but I wouldn't be surprised knowing that Loma page. Like if they set up that Loma, if he knows he has one more fight in him, and it's the Loma, he'll make 135.
Plus, you got to think that Tank fight is still out there. Maybe that might take a little longer than they would want, so that could.
I think that'll probably be 140. If by the time that rolls around, I think Haney be tabling 140.
Yeah, because Tank and Garcia might end up fighting soon, but you got Tank, and then you got Shakur. Like, there's a couple guys that could be looking at Devin Haney for big money fights, but definitely that Lomachenko is going to be a big money fight. And knowing like how this shit's been going, it's probably gonna be a rematch clause on that. So that's kind of should be like 2 fights maybe. I don't know before he moves up, but there's still big money to be made at that 135, and to be unified, you got all the belts. He's a man right now.
Watch
that shit crazy, bro. I gotta applaud Haney for that.
Watch it, bro. Watch. It's gonna be like so. Garcia's dabbling at 140. He's talking about it. Haney probably weighing. Maybe I think he's waiting for Loma, and then goes to 140, and then who knows what Loma's really gonna do after coming back, if he's gonna stay at 135 move. And then Shakur might just touch his feet in there and then go to 140 because that's where all the names are at, type shit. And then Tank might stay at 135 for like 6 years and then become undisputed when everyone else is gone. and then we gotta listen to Tank's bullshit, bro, forever.
That boy is holding the belts at 35 years old.
Like everyone else is like 140, 147.
Yeah, everyone's already got like fucking belts at 155 and shit.
Like, what real belt? Keep talking that talk.
But a Tank Devin Haney fight would fucking do numbers right now, bro. Because just the way the draw that Tank brings, and I feel like Devin Haney
Floyd likes Haney, so I feel like that fight can definitely happen. I just feel like it'd be kind of weird because like Floyd would be up there with his son Tank, and then his favorite stepson, Devin Haney, and Tank be taking shit kind of personal.
Devin Haney used to be training with the Mayweathers back when he was like 8-9 years old.
That's his little step. That's his little. Yeah, like it might be funny to see. Like Tank might be, he might be just making little tweets, like, man, he'd be taking little shots at Floyd if he sees Floyd favoring Haney a little too much.
Facts. Man, I don't know. Just knowing that the 135 and 140, bro, like we're set up for some great. Hopefully, you know how the boxing world works, but we set up for some great fights in the future, man. With these young cats, shit's crazy.
I'm gonna ask, out of all the fights, so we had the ladies, both of those fights, Caleb Plant, Wilder, and then Haney Kambosos. Which fight did you enjoy the most out of like all of them? Or which one were you looking most forward to before they happened? And then which one like you think left the biggest impression on you? Like, oh shit, like this is my favorite fight.
I would probably say I was looking more forward to the Mayer fight, and it didn't live up to the hype for me personally. And then I would say my favorite fight was probably the Devin Haney fight, just because like I got to see a side of Haney a little bit more than the last fight. Like I got to see him kind of grow a little bit, you know what I'm saying? So like he elevated his game, and I feel like Haney is at the top of his game right now. So I feel like that was probably my favorite fight of the weekend.
All right, well, shit. Our boy Kev Waterboy Savoy in the flesh here. He had a plan for this weekend. Kev, I know you're in a hurry, my man. So we talked all the fights. Hey, your turn to talk.
Oh, damn. Hey, am I echoing right now? Can you guys hear an echo?
It's not heavy. No, you're good.
All right, bet. I'm in a stairwell right now because your boy's on some school shit right now, the scholarship. Nigga got night classes. I've been missing the boxing shit. But hey, man, my takeaways from this weekend of fighting was it was a great fucking weekend of fighting. This is probably the first boxing weekend in a while that I've literally just sat down and just watched straight boxing. From Clarissa Shields showing that she's the GOAT, beating Marshall. The Baumgardner decision could have went either way. I'm not gonna lie. I felt like Mikaela was the better boxer throughout the fight, but Baumgardner got the early rounds, and then the last round was kind of embarrassing. So she had to. So like, as a ref or as a judge, I couldn't give it to Mikaela if I wanted to. I'd love to see a rematch, but Baumgardner said, "Fuck the rematch." So I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. So like, hey, I rooted for her. I think she's a gangster. I think she's still fine. We can still get married, but that fight, we might need another one. I'm not gonna lie to you. Wilder versus Helenius. Wilder just had a knockout in one first round. We saw it coming.
Three punches.
The fact that the Kambosos fight and Wilder fight ended at the same time fucked me up. Because I was telling everybody, like, yo, I got a bunch of fights. I got to do shit this weekend. But nah, that shit was dead. Motherfucking, my favorite knockout, my favorite finish would have to have been the Caleb Plant. Because that shit was textbook. This shit was beautiful. And it came out of nowhere. He put him in the dirt, kid. This is what I was talking about, putting niggas' dick in the dirt. But My question to y'all boys, I missed y'all favorite fights and everything, but what about Baumgardner, Mikaela Mayer too? Like, do you think that's going to be a fight that actually happens?
Marcus,
I feel like we need it.
Marcus, tell me what you told me.
I would say, I think she should fight her soon, but I don't think it's going to happen. But you got to look at it like top ranked prize woman fighter was Mayer. So like she's not going to be fighting other women for, no belts. They're going to want to put the belts back in her hand. That was their star. So I feel like top rank is going to push for a rematch. Either way, she's going to have to fight Mayer. If it's not next, it's going to be the fight after. Because
there's not many women fighters.
The women's division is not thick, bro. That shit is kind of thin. So it's like, bro, like she's gonna have no choice. She could unify the belt or undisputed, whatever, get that last belt, and then go rebound or go back to Mayer. But who knows? That could be a bad choice because Mayer could have got her head on straight and ready for war by then. I think they should go at it soon, for real. That's my choice.
That was my favorite fight of the weekend, the Baumgardner versus Marshall fight versus Mayer fight. It was great. I think. No, I'm lying. That was my favorite fight to build up. I wanted to see that fight. That fight did kind of under-impress me, but my favorite fight had to have been the GOAT versus Marshall. I feel like they didn't back up. I feel like that just wasn't a thing that we're doing. It was just in the paint the entire time, throwing hands, fucking shit up, bro. It was nice, man. And just the GOAT showed that she's the GOAT, man. So, hey, this was a great weekend for boxing. It's your boy, Kev Waterboy, some boy. I got to get back to fucking class because we're doing Photoshop and I don't understand what the fuck is going on right now. But hey, man, this is totally blitz, man. Y'all keep doing what y'all doing, man. I fucking love y'all niggas, man.
Yes, sir.
All right, man. Y'all take it easy, bro. And hey, stay fighting, man. Keep them dudes up, man.
Big boxing.
Big boxing.
Big boxing shit, man. But all right, y'all boys. Yes, I'll see y'all in the next one for my 2-minute recap.
Yes, sir. Hey, that was lit.
Yes, sir. Yeah, no, he was weighing in the shadows.
That was like a call in.
Yeah, bro. We had a few of those. That boy dropped in his little piece of knowledge. My favorite fight of the weekend, I guess. I'm just gonna say Weiler. That I was like the walkout and everything. Made fun of his cornball music and his cornball entrance shit. And then all of a sudden,
outfit.
He overperformed because I was telling my girl and them that's like, yeah, he's like the Mike Tyson of this generation. Like he doesn't have the same accolades, but this pure punching power. The only person you would know is Mike Tyson. All right, and then so right. When the little right hand he threw out and just laid him flatlined, I was like, see, what did I tell you? He has that right hand power to just take you out of there.
Ooh, that shit is crazy, bro. That shit's a gun.
Well, before we get out of here, I'm checking the rest of the cards. The Maloney brothers won. They're supposed to, no big deal. Frank Sanchez, he won with a KO, but he was honestly getting outboxed for like the first 5 or 6 rounds before he knocked out Carlos Negron. So like, stop those Frank Sanchez stands on Twitter. Like he can go fight Joyce or Parker. That'd be a good fight, but leave Tyson Fury and Wilder and even Anthony Joshua, Usyk, all them names out your mouth. They're definitely a step below.
Top guys, leave them out your mouth.
The biggest shocker was the technical accidental headbutt with Gary Antonio Russell and Manuel Rodriguez. And it's just ironic because the first fight ended in a no contest because of a headbutt, and then another one happened.
Like, what the fuck are the odds of that?
And then this time we went to the scorecards, and after fucking 10 rounds of fighting, fucking everyone, even the commentator said like Gary Antonio Russell was looking good towards the end, but it was way too late off the 10 rounds of scorecard. Like he let way too many early rounds go, and Rodriguez was just cooking for like the first 7 rounds. Even got a knockdown before that happened. So like it's just like, yeah, it was a one-sided fight.
Yeah, it was not what I was expecting.
Yeah, not the Russell clan I know and love.
All right.
But shit, I think that wraps everything up. We talked Weiler, Anus, Plant Darrell, Mayer, Baumgardner, Shields, Marshall, and Haney, Kambosos, the second and last one. Real quick, 30 seconds. Where's Kambosos though after this? Is he done? Is his name? Is this just gonna be a name on a resume now? Like where's he go?
I don't want to be a dickhead, but yeah, he's done. He's just gonna be one of those names. He's just gonna be one of those names that when you got the prospect that's 12-0 with 9 knockouts, he's gonna go fight Kambosos. Because now you got Kambosos on your record.
Former undisputed champion of the world.
Yeah, like, and I feel like he just caught lightning in a bottle. He was able to provide for his family. He made money. He did what he had to do. I respect that and all, but when it comes to that world-class boxing, bro, and we talking about the best of the best, he ain't up there in 135. He really shouldn't even been in the position he was in, but he kind of caught lightning in a bottle with Teofimo being weird and watching Illuminati videos and shit.
It happens
and
to the best.
He just kind of caught Teo slipping. Caught him slipping and kind of just got those belts. And look, when he fought another elite fighter, he lost. And I bet you $100 Kambosos would have fought Teofimo a rematch right after that first fight, and Teo didn't move up. Teo would have won, bro. He would have got his belts back. It's just Kambosos isn't really that elite of a fighter.
He's world class, not elite.
Right, yeah, like that world class, just that top level of like that of the 135ers and shit. So we'll see him. We'll still see him, but definitely not like this. We probably might not cover him.
Yeah, he'll just be a name sprinkled on the main card.
Yeah, unless you got like in 2 years you got a prospect coming up and he's 10-0 or 15-0, and you want to give him a
who knows
a seasoned guy.
We'll see Tank versus Kambosos for a regular title sometime soon.
All right, bro.
And Tank knocked out Kambosos, and then that's gonna be his I did what y'all couldn't do story.
I knocked him out in 5.
Yeah. But all right, we got to get out of here. We got some fucking basketball tipped off, so we know we got to watch some basketball. We Miami Heat over here. Rep your squad.
New York Knicks, man. Shout out RJ Barrett, Big 30. We coming strong this year, going back to the playoffs. Fuck on, shit.
Oh, you heard us claim our squad before the first tip off, so we can't say we hopped on no bandwagons. Been here, done that. Seasoned vets. But we'll holler at y'all again. Another boxing, UFC, NFL episodes. This has been Totally Blitz Podcast, motherfuckers.
Passing out the medicines. We've been on that rock star regimen, knowing that I'm heaven sent, higher than I ever been. I got a problem with